Alrighty, folks, we are live. Welcome to the AMA for Mini Monkey Mafia. I'm going to be going over a couple of different topics in this little training here. So excited to have you guys here with us. You can go ahead and comment if you're watching us on YouTube, and I can be able to bring those comments right in. So if you want to plug in this Ask Me Anything in the Mini Monkey Mafia Discord, you'll see the option to go ahead and watch it on YouTube, which allows you to guys go and make comments. I can put those in. I'm also going to be tuning in. Whoops. Let's go out of that. I'm also going to be tuning in on the Discord, so I could see the questions come in there as well. So excited to have you guys all join us. So let's go and get this party started. Hello there, Taki Tana. That's a pretty cool name on YouTube there. Welcome to the party. All right, so I wanted to use this AMA, Ask Me Anything, as one, to get some questions out that you guys may have about the project, go into that as well for you. And I'm gonna show you a couple of different ways on how to monetize your monkeys. Because with this project, you guys get full commercial usage of the monkeys that you buy. So any monkeys that you're holding in your wallet, you have the ability to utilize them in some type of commercial aspect. So for example, you could put your monkeys on merch, any type of merch, and be able to sell those and keep 100% of the profit. There's a couple of things that we're going to be talking about today that's actually going to show you guys how to really do that in the aspect of just really making it efficient for what you're trying to do. So one of the things that I want to give you guys the ability to understand is how to monetize your monkeys outside of selling them on OpenSea. See, when I got into NFTs, my idea was to never have to sell any of your NFTs. So think of the ways that you're utilizing the NFT space. And a lot of people only look at one way to make money, and that is to buy and sell your NFTs. Where in reality, if you have an NFT like Mini Monkey Mafia, where you can utilize it for commercial usage, now that gives you the ability to do whatever you want. Like my example, I've got my own merch store as an option, as a way to be able to leverage the ability to monetize monkeys. I've got the ability to put on events. I've got the ability to create clubs. I've got all of these different aspects of how I can use this. I want to show you guys some of those ways that you can use your monkeys and be able to just really make it interesting in an aspect of trying to do what you're trying to do. Now, anybody that is on Twitter Spaces, if you want to ask a question, just go ahead and raise your hand. I'll be glad to bring you in, because this, again, is an Ask Me Anything. So I'm going to go over some of the frequently asked questions that I'm constantly hearing. That way I can get you guys some of these answers, okay? Now, babies, okay? I've been hearing that constantly. When babies, when babies, when babies. Yes, we have babies ready. The babies have been ready for quite some time. The breeding mechanism to combine the traits is really the only thing holding this back, at least in my opinion, I believe. RB is our developer on the site, on the coding, on the integration of the breeding feature. He's created everything from top to bottom. Currently, he's dealing with a personal matter right now, and he is not, I would say, 100% able to do all of the rest of the debugging. So as that is getting taken care of, we'll see that being finalized. But we're hoping for a Christmas Day launch on the babies. But fortunately, we weren't able to get that deadline hit, which is the hard part in development, is to put a date on something. That's the hardest part. Like if you have everything ready, very easy to put a date on it. But when you are creating in the middle, they're like, yeah, I think we'll be done by this time. Yeah, I think everything will be ready. Because in essence, we can get things ready. But then you have this thing called debugging. where you got to go through and make sure all the bugs are fixed, are found, and we don't have any surprises on launch. So that has been one of the things that is really slowing things down on a lot of project development is debugging in a lot of cases. Now, what I want to do is I want to show you guys ways that you do not have to wait for any deliverables to happen on any of the roadmap before you can start leveraging what you guys already have. So I see a lot of people just kind of waiting on the sidelines and saying, man, why can't we do anything with these monkeys? I'm like, well, let me show you what you can do. All right, so what we're going to be doing, and this is something that we have not announced yet, so those tuning in are being able to get this information first, but we are creating an area in the app, the Mini Monkey Mafia app, that is going to allow you to be able to showcase what you are doing with your monkeys. You create a merch line, awesome. We're going to go and highlight that. You create a comic book series, great. We'll integrate that right into the app. You create a derivative collection of Mini Monkey Mafias like S has done. We can highlight that right in the app. So we can give you guys more eyeballs on what you're doing. Just in the last 12, no, not 12 months, the last month alone, just December traffic alone was over 14,000 sessions on the platform where people can potentially see what you're doing. So we've got a lot of eyeballs that are integrating with this platform already. And we want to kind of bring this and create it kind of like a marketplace for the Mini Monkey Mafia holders. So when you guys want to create something, we want to highlight that. We're going to create a whole area in the app to do just that. So being able to give you guys the ability to get more eyeballs in what you're doing, we can take a lot of that burden off of your hands in a sense, and be able to integrate it right into the platform. And so reach out directly if you are interested in getting what you have created inside of the app. So for example, S, if you've got link and you want to put the OpenSea derivatives collection link right in the app, just let us know and we can get that added in. You'll have your own profile on the platform. You're going to have kind of like a highlighted area to say, hey, this is what they do. This is what the platform is. This is what they're doing. And so it gives you guys just some more opportunities. Now, what type of opportunities, right? That's another question I get. What can we do with these monkeys? So let's go ahead and create some ideas, okay? Now, let's say you have a couple of monkeys. You could easily come up with your own lore. It could be a comic book series. It could be a little mini movie you create and people to watch it, have to watch it on demand, pay a couple bucks to do so. You could do that. 100% of that is completely yours. So looking at opportunities, it's really what can you think of? What are the ideas that you can add in that can be unique to what you want to do? What is something that is fun for you, that gets you excited, that lets people know about what you're working on? How can you integrate that, right? So that, I would say, is going to be where your expertise comes in, your way of doing things. And here's how I teach people how to do this in my business. I'm a consultant. I've been doing this for 11 plus years now. And my focus when working with entrepreneurs is to get them to understand two very important aspects of business. That is the art of business, ART, audience, result, time frame, and the 3 E's, easy, exciting, experience. Now, if you're looking for something that you could do, that you could integrate Mini Monkey Mafia in some way, I suggest looking at the 3 E's. Find something that is easy for you to do. It's exciting for you to go learn about and talk about, and you've got experience in getting results. So for example, me, I host events. I'm really good at this. I work with entrepreneurs in a variety of ways, and I create experiences that we can bring them into. So I could easily create an event that's got a focus of Mini Monkey Mafia in some way, where Mini Monkey Mafia holders and their guests are able to attend. And now you could charge a fee for that. And it could have entertainment, it could have whatever you decide to do in that space. You could create your own merch line. You can go online to websites like Spring and be able to create a platform where all you do is take pictures of your monkeys and put them right into merch. I've done this with many different aspects of merch. I've got my monkeys on, like, you can hear this, it's a water bottle, right? So you're looking at easy ways. I could go and sell these water bottles for a profit. I could create some type of incentive for them to be able to get data from it, where I could say, hey, I'm going to give one of these away. All you have to do is go fill out this little form. And all of a sudden, I've got names, emails, phone numbers that I can market to about NFTs to say, hey, if you like NFTs, I'm going to give this thing away for free. And we're going to go and get data in exchange for that. And then utilize that data for marketing purposes. You could follow up with them. You can invite them to opportunities. You can create experiences that allow you to really be in a unique space between what you're doing. So, actually, welcome. I'm typing in the Discord right now. So for those that are either watching on YouTube or tuning in from Twitter, go ahead and join us on Discord if you're not already in there. Most likely you heard about this because you're already in the Discord. Because mostly it's going to go to MMM holders, unless you're just tuning in from Twitter. But ideally, you want to look at creative ways that you can utilize your skills and integrate monkeys or NFTs that you have that ability to do. That's kind of the concept I want you guys to understand, is that you don't have to wait for a rise in the floor price, as an example, for you to be able to make a revenue with NFTs. That's kind of the concept that most people don't realize, is that they look at one way to generate a return on their investment, right? And I'm not an expert investor. I'm not a credit investor. I'm just a guy that just buys NFTs and crypto. And, I have an experience where I look at what successful people do. And millionaires and billionaires, they don't sell assets. They acquire assets. They leverage assets, right? So real estate, for example, they will go ahead and put somebody in that real estate and rent it out, and they will maintain the asset, but continue to generate an income from it. You guys, as Mini Monkey Mafia holders, have the ability to generate nano tokens by being holders of the Mini Monkey Mafia NFT, right? You can generate nuts as well. These are tokens that will have real world utility that you can utilize, that will have a real value, where an extension of creating this value that we've put into the NFT and just its art alone, right? Now you have the value of being able to acquire other things because you are a holder. You get access to freebies and benefits as a member, right? And in essence, with NFTs, that's what you want to look for. What can I access? What can I unlock? What can I do with this NFT where I can make my money back without ever having to actually sell the NFT? Like, I don't ever see myself selling any of my Mini Monkey Mafia NFTs, right? My goal is to generate an income from the acquiring of them. Here's an example. We're going to get baby monkeys, right? So for every 2 that I hold in the Mini Monkey Mafia collection, I get 1 for free. Okay, so now I'm getting 1 free NFT for every single pair that I have in this collection. Great incentive, right? The other thing I can do, I have commercial usage. So that means I can go create merch. I can do whatever I want to do. I can create a movie. I can create a whole series of comic books and all these different things. And I 100% own the rights to do that. So now I've got 2 avenues, right, of being able to acquire more value. So I get free NFTs, 1 value, okay? I've got the commercial usage, another value. So I can decide to put my monkeys on anything, monetize that. I can create a mini monkey mafia event that I can promote as a mini monkey mafia event. Like here's mini monkey mafia monkey number 352, right? And here's that. Like you see this in the Bored Ape Yacht Club, right? How they can take their Bored Ape, they apply it to some aspect of them creating an additional revenue, whether they create a companion collection that's based off of the traits of that Bored Ape, which you can completely do. Think about that, companion collections, okay? You can go ahead and take your monkey. Like, look at my monkey on YouTube. I've got this little blue hat. It's got my logo on it, where we've got a custom design monkey, right? Now I could put that on a t-shirt, right? I can go create a whole companion collection of other NFTs that are based off of my blue hat or my blue suit, right? And think of that sense, right? It's just coming up with creative ways where you can create more value, create another asset with what it is that you're doing here, right? Now, if you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the chats. Feel free to ask in the Discord. Maybe you guys just like listening into some of the different ways that you can monetize this, so I'll continue that until I see some questions pop in. So companion drops, that's another avenue. You also have the ability to create exclusive clubs, okay? So, for example, you can say, hey, everybody that has at least 2 of these monkeys has the ability to join my secret club. This club is going to cost you $100 a year to be a part of, and we're going to do XYZ stuff, right? You can decide what that is. We're going to go bowling. We're going to go hiking. We're going to do X, you decide what's fun for you. You could say, hey, I love playing video games online. You get to join my club. We get to do squads in Call of Duty. You got to be a mini monkey mafia holder. You got to be at least a shark or above, and you pay this fee and you're now part of this group, right? You could create a private Discord. You could say, hey, I want to create a Discord just for mini monkey mafia holders, where I'm telling them about my projects that I'm working on, and I'm going to go ahead and do XYZ, and it's a membership fee. I'm going to give you all of the projects that I'm buying on top of, when a good time to get a mini monkey mafia thing. I'll let you know about special deals that I'm coming through the pipeline. I get stuff privately to me, whatever. Anything that you can think of can be a way to be able to leverage. So don't look at what you're doing now as one avenue. Most people look at just the simple fact of buy low, sell high, right? That's like the avenue. But look at what most people are doing with crypto these days. They're staking their crypto. They're leveraging their crypto. They're putting it in liquidity pools. What does all of this mean? This means that you don't actually have to sell your asset to leverage your asset. Think of it in that sense. Buy low, sell high means you made a little bit of money, quick buck here and there. Yes, that's an avenue you can go with once you're looking to, I guess, liquidate. But if you leverage like rich people leverage, they don't sell their assets. They acquire assets and they leverage them. They take what they're able to acquire and say, hey, look, I have this much in assets. Let me do XYZ with that. Could be a liquidity, could be offering it as, loans and things like that. I mean, you won't be doing that with your monkeys, but you can do so much more because you've got a visual asset that is digital that you can put pretty much anywhere. And then you can make, because we have 1,700 holders right now, 1,700 plus holders that are holding a mini monkey mafia monkey, at least one. Now you've got 1,700 people or more that are literally looking at, a way where they can be part of a community. And now they've got a big community, right, where they can leverage, all this different value in the Discord. the Mini Monkey Mafia app and all the stuff that we kind of release as giveaways and whitelists and stuff like that. You get that value, right? You get the ability to acquire nano tokens. You get the ability to get access to different roadmap objectives that we continue to add in. From there, now it's up to you to get an ROI without ever having to end up doing anything with your monkeys on OpenSea or selling them or trading them. You could simply leverage them. I want you guys to really understand that concept is taking what you can create and saying, look, now I have a brand. I now have a brand that I can leverage. Mini Monkey Mafia has a collection that's sold out in 3 hours with 1,700 plus holders now. We've got, all this different value we're putting into it. And at the same time, you have commercial usage rights. You have the ability to put your monkeys on a billboard and promote yourself. You have the ability to create a movie or a short story or write a book or comic book series or create clubs, create companion NFT projects, right? I mean, think about it. You could, like what S is doing. S has got a really great example. She's an artist, loves to draw, loves to create. So she started creating derivatives of Mini Monkey Mafia and all these different character traits that are just basically, I wouldn't say basic because this is really awesome. It's in essence one-on-ones that are based on your favorite characters that you would recognize. Now she's got a companion collection. She can go out there and create a brand for herself where she's got my attention. She can go get hired now for all kinds of different art projects because of now her ability to showcase a recognizable brand and the skill set that she has. Does that make sense, folks? That's what I'm trying to get you to understand is each of you have a genius within you. Each of you have a skill set that you can take and utilize in some capacity and combine the branding power of Mini Monkey Mafia with that. So now you can get a little bit more attention in areas that if you're looking to get the attention of people in the NFT space in some way, you now have the ability to do. And if you need help on figuring out some of those arenas, feel free to DM me, right? I am very accessible. Usually can respond sometimes immediately. Like I can be online and by the time, you're trying to type out your second message, I've already responded to you, right? So feel free to reach out and I can give you all kinds of ideas. Just let me know, hey, I love doing this. If I was just sitting there on a Saturday afternoon, I'd be doing this, right? I'll give you an example. Let's say you love collecting coins, right? You're a coin collector. Well, you can put your Mini Monkey on a coin and say that coin costs you $20 to actually design and create and actually have it made. Sell it for 30, 40 bucks. Now you're making up to double your profit or more. So it's really just getting an understanding of combining what it is that you like to do with the branding ability and power that you have with Mini Monkey Mafia and running with it. Will help you with getting the word out, will help you with integrating that idea into the platform. So by joining us in that aspect of it, you've got all kinds of support behind you to help make this a reality. So I want to kind of give it just a very simple aspect of helping you guys understand this. Some of the other questions that I've been getting in that arena is really just kind of how everything's going to be working for 2022. And I'm going to give you kind of the real honest filtering here because a lot of people have questions and not a lot of people have answers. So here's my take on it. You see, I got into Mini Monkey Mafia in September of last year, right? And for me, I got in on mint day. I went and got 10 monkeys. I started acquiring more almost every single day after that. And I'm close to 100 monkeys at this point, one of the biggest wallet holders in the collection. Been a holder and just supporting the community as much as I can. But I've noticed that the team is small, right? The team at the beginning is 2 people, right? You have Christine and Alex. After the launch, there's a lot of focus on now building out all of these different ideas. We started working on the baby monkeys right away. By October, baby monkeys were ready to launch. We went into the Discord. We started showcasing the monkeys. Everyone was loving it. We asked, hey, how do you want to integrate this? What if we were able to combine the traits of your favorite monkeys that you were holding and create your baby based on that? Everyone's like, oh, yes, that's amazing. Let's do it. So they started building it, right? That takes some time to do. And I think that may be the one thing that really slowed this down outside of just the bandwidth of the team and what they could do. I mean, Christine was basically community manager with also being a head designer, also running social media. And it's just not something you can, sustain for quite some time. Then we tried to bring in a different community manager, had some great ideas, but at the end of the day, just, I guess, visions were kind of going different directions. I came in as community manager around the end of November, early December. And my focus is all about community and utility. I'm going to continue to create new and exciting ways for Mini Monkey Mafia holders to gain value from their collection, because this is an awesome collection. And I think, from the get-go, I've said this time and time again, I'm going to see what Mini Monkey Mafia does for the first year, how the team builds. And, to be honest, there is a lot of questions I have about where the direction goes, how involved some of the people in the team are, how direct they are in responses and things like that. And, I look at it as you have to put the right people in the right positions. Some people are not meant to be community managers while also being developers. Some people are not good at answering a bunch of questions again and again and again, right? It gets repetitive after a while. But in the sense of what I do, I'm constantly in front of people. I'm constantly training, constantly repeating myself. So this is stuff that is really in line with what I do. And I'm going to see how far we can truly take Mini Monkey Mafia with the community. The community is the focus. This is what you guys need to understand is we don't have to wait for Alex. We don't have to wait for RB. We don't have to wait for really anything that we want to do with our monkeys. Now, with the project, of course, right? The whole project itself has to go through kind of the head team. But that's based on where the more utility comes in within your monkeys. But most of you are sitting on utility that you're not using already. And that's utility like, for example, commercial usage, creating companion drops, creating exclusive clubs, creating a Discord area where you can bring people together under a smaller group. So the idea is to be able to leverage a strategy where you can take your skills, something that's fun for you that you would be doing for free, and we show you how you can turn that basically into your own business. So when people want to engage with you, not only do you have a collection you could show them, but you don't have to sell it to them. You could show them other ways that they can get into collaborating with you or exchanging value with you where they don't have to liquidate you, right? Like, think about it. How many of you have been in the crypto space? I mean, I've been in since 2017. And you go and buy some tokens or some coins. They go up in value. You sell them to make your profit. And then you're bummed a couple months later when the value goes up again. And you're like, oh, dang, I should have held on to those. Well, in the same sense, everyone's doing that. Like, we just recently started a collaboration with Kingdom Warriors, right? Kingdom Warriors is a collection that's going to be launching later this month. And one of the things I noticed is when we started doing this, like, Mafia Wars introduction, and people were like, oh, wow, look, it's Mini Monkey Mafia. Oh, yeah, I had a couple of monkeys from them. And then I had sold it early on. And, a couple of weeks later after that, someone had even sold it for 3-4 times as much as what I had sold them for. And so that's the problem that you're going to fall into constantly if you're just buying and selling NFTs. For me, I don't expect to really sell any of my NFTs. I think I only have a couple of them out of over 100 plus NFTs that are in my collection. There's like 2 or 3 of them that are actually listed for sale, right? And so looking at what you're doing with them leverage the ability to monetize outside of selling the NFT, and you'll find that you'll be able to make enough money to be able to acquire back all of what you've invested in the project, and you never actually sold one of your actual monkeys. You still get to acquire Nana daily. You still get to partake in the prizes. You still get to partake in the giveaways. And you've already made all your money back. That's what I want to help you guys understand how to do. And it's just really a fact of just finding something that's fun, finding something that's you and it's unique, and you can now create it on your own. So it looks like we have somebody that wants to join the stream. Oscar Lindbergh, let's go and add him in, and let's see what he's got to say. Oh, maybe not. He's like, oh no, he's gonna bring me in. Okay, so maybe just wanted to tune in. But all good, all good. This is an Ask Me Anything, folks. I have got no questions from anybody here. It looks like we continue to answer them pretty efficiently, I guess, with announcements. Because I did just give you guys an update. In case anybody has missed that, let's go and do a quick recap on that. Because a couple of days ago, I gave you guys kind of a rundown of the 2021 recap and 2022 vision. So let me kind of recap that in a sense. So looking at the roadmap, like if you go to the site, monkeymafia.co, you'll see that you've got Q2 2021, Q3 2021, and Q4 2021 mapped out, right? And so going through each of these, from Q2 to Q3, those are all completed, every single one. Designing and developing the Mini Monkey Mafia, ideating Monkey NFT concept, designing and developing Mini Monkey Mafia, Monkey Mafia community rankings established, pre-sale, early bird, etc. Official pre-sale and sale launch, 3 Mafia families revealed, community split into 3 mobs battling for supremacy. All of those completed. We're able to get all that done. Q4, this is in essence what we have been working on, which is, for example, member exclusive merch store unlocked. Now, here's what we want to do with that. We could have a merch store, like an official store. And I've been talking to Christine. We've already got designs and all that fun stuff. What she really wants to do is highlight your stores. So she wants to have ways where you guys are taking the artwork that you've created, or she's created rather, and be able to do something with that to where you make it unique and we promote your store on the app. So instead of the sales all going to Mini Monkey Mafia, we would rather have them going to you. So that's our idea in the sense. I want to know what you guys think about that concept. If you guys think that's pretty awesome, if you guys have an idea in that sense that what you would like to do, but we could literally create your store within the app. So this way you're getting the eyeballs and the revenue and not just, buying our stuff, right? So there's an example there. Breeding baby monkeys. We discussed that earlier today. That site is pretty much done. There's just the debugging that RB is going through, and once he's kind of completed what he's currently doing right now, we can get that up and running. Finalizing the ranks within the Mafia family based on engagement. Underboss, Capo, Soldiers, Dawn. So you'll see that we do have some of those already integrated. It's not all of them are completed. And I'm going to be reaching out to you guys personally on where you guys kind of fit within the family, what kind of roles those play out. The Mafia protection payments established. Mafia members earn 50% of secondary profits. Now let's do some math, folks, okay? There's I think 2.5%, somewhere around there, that, somewhere I think 2.5 to 5%, I think it's 5%, right? That Mini Monkey Mafia gets on sales from OpenSea, okay? So whatever the sale price is, not including gas, right? That is the percentage it takes from. That percentage is then, acquired through OpenSea, right? So to make it make sense, we need a lot more revenue, right? We need a lot more sales happening to where you can be able to generate more of a return, because we're going to be spending more on gas fees to airdrop that than it would be to actually receive anything. So that's where those are just kind of, it's not difficult to do. It's just we need more revenue, more sales coming in for that to actually make sense to send out. community wallets for each of the 3 factions established. So this is in essence where the DAO will come in, and that's what Alex is working on right now, is more of the integration of the Web3 for 2022, having more of community say on different aspects of where funds go with certain community wallets. So we're not just going to create them and just start saying, all right, guys, we're going to do this with them. We're going to have that all integrated within the DAO. So those are kind of the updates from that end. Hope you guys have gotten some good insights there. Oscar, I see you in the green room. Are you looking to come in, my friend? If you are, I'm going to go ahead and add you to the stream. So that way I can get your question in. I believe you may have a question.
Okay, yeah, I had no idea that I was going to be on the stream, but I found this link on Discord.
Awesome. Welcome to the party, my friend.
Thank you. Yeah,
so
well, sorry?
Did you have a question that I could help you answer or maybe get some more clarity on?
Well, this whole NFT thing is new for me. Do you need to have a designer's eye to be able to sell and find something that sells, or?
Well, I mean, you could always partner up with designers, right? Like we have ESS in our community. You've got Christine in our community. You've got a few people that are in the aspects of design that are really good at that. You want to find things that you're good at, and you focus on doing that, and you partner up with people that can do the other stuff, right? So if you're not really good at design, then find a designer, right? Like Alex as an example, right? He didn't go design the monkeys. He found Christine, the designer, that is really good at that. So in essence, that's what I would recommend is finding people who already have those strengths and working with them to be able to make it happen.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, give me an example of stuff that's fun for you. Like, what would you be doing? It looks like you may like fishing. Does that sound? I see you're in the water there.
I like traveling.
You like traveling? Okay, perfect. So here's an example of what you could do. You could take your little mini monkey and you could turn it into, print out a little picture and put it on a stick. It could be that simple. And you take that little monkey traveling with you and you create a little Instagram for it and say, hey, we're going to take this monkey to all kinds of different cities for 2022. You love to travel. So now you take your little monkey and travel, and now it's got a brand that you can leverage to where you could put it on t-shirts. You can now have fans. You could put it on merch. And that whole monkey, that exact design that you own, could become its own brand. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. Yeah, I understand.
That's just one example, right? And say, for example, you love to travel in certain types of things. Let's say you like hiking, right? And you're like, I like to travel. I'm going to go to different hiking spots. Well, you could train people on how to hike in certain areas. You can make a little club that you invite people that like NFTs. You get to talk NFTs at the same time you're doing something fun. And you could even charge for that club, and that could become a business for you. So it's really just leveraging the things that are fun for you, turning that into a way where people will pay you to either experience it with you or learn how to do it because you've been doing it for so long.
Okay, so what is the USP of an NFT? Why is it valuable?
Well, the NFT is like a membership, right? So you have the asset that is transferable. And that's one way that people look at the value. It's like, oh, people can buy my NFT on OpenSea. So if I buy it low and I sell it high, woohoo, I win, right? So that's one avenue of how people look at it. But that's the last avenue that I look at. That would be the furthest from any opportunity that I would look at. I want to own my asset and never have to sell it. So the USP for Mini Monkey Mafia, as an example, is you get to earn nano tokens if you're a holder. And based on how many you're holding is how many you can earn per day. So the more monkeys you hold, the more nano tokens you can earn and utilize those for real world prizes, like literally getting Ethereum, Bitcoin, SHIB, other merch, things that would cost you money that you would have to pay in dollars or whatever currency you're using, you can now redeem with your nano tokens. And that's just literally for holding monkeys. You get to earn nano tokens. So that's one utility. You have the ability to access different giveaways that we do, different whitelist projects that we can get you into. And that saves you money. That gives you the ability to get into projects that you want to get into. So you got to look at NFTs as a membership, right? Your NFT is your ticket into that membership. That is your verifiable membership card. And if you're holding multiple NFTs, that may bump you up to a VIP status in that membership. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. So if I would like to start to do with NFT, I also need to have a whole project with tokens and things like this.
Not necessarily. I mean, your membership could simply be a hiking membership. Like, hey, everyone who holds my hiking NFT can come with us on our hiking things. I will send out invites to you and stuff like that. So it doesn't have to be like what Mini Monkey Mafia is doing, where we got all these different aspects in the community, the breeding, the app, the tokens. You don't have to go that route. It could simply be a membership where you guys get to meet once a week at a club or at a hiking place, or you guys go to a travel thing together. It's just a community, right? People are paying to get access to a community, and whatever that community does is where it maintains that value, right? Like Bored Apes and CyberKongs and all these different projects out there, some of their bigger ones is because you've got a lot of celebrities that are holding that one. So people want to be part of that celebrity community because there'll be events that they can attend. And the only ones that get invites are the people holding one of those NFTs, right? The more value you put behind your membership, the more people are going to buy into it. The more people are going to hold it for a longer period of time. They're going to list it for a lot higher because of what they perceive is the value inside of that membership.
So it's like brand building then. That's what it's about.
Exactly. Right. It's getting people to understand that you have more value in what you're doing and you're bringing it to a very specific audience, right? Like if you own a business, every city in the world pretty much has what they call a chamber of commerce, where it's a club you can join in that city. All the businesses in that city get invited to that club and they pay a membership fee every year so they can go to the events and hang out together. Like that's literally all they're doing. It's a networking event. And then once a year, they have like a big ball where everyone gets dressed up, red carpet event type of stuff. That's literally what a chamber of commerce is. It's a membership club that people pay for. That's all you do, right? You find something you like to do. Hey, we're going to create a travel club. We're going to go travel all around Europe. We're going to travel Asia. We're going to travel North and South America. And we're going to create one for every continent, right? There's an NFT project. There's 50 people that can be part of this club. So we're going to sell 50 NFTs that are going to fund all of the travel we're going to do. Everybody buys the NFT. You now have all the Ethereum, and now you could utilize that for all the expenses that you're going to create for all these experiences for them. So when we go to France, you get to actually partake in this really fun experience in France, not just show up because everybody's kind of broke, right? It's now you've got the funding to be able to do all of these things when you have a project. So that's a lot of what like Mini Monkey Mafia was, right? There's 5,000 monkeys. They're sold for 0.02 each. Now there's a certain amount of Ethereum, like 100 Ethereum or so that was created after that project. And now they can go put that Ethereum into go building the breeding system, building out different sites, creating more collaborative opportunities, doing giveaways. And so that's in essence what you're able to be able to create with it.
Okay.
So outside of traveling, what else do you do for fun?
Well, I'm a Christian, so I pursue Jesus.
Another great avenue. Create a Jesus club where you talk NFTs and Jesus. There you go. Right. So it's just about creating a like-minded group of a community. People that either love to travel, people that love Jesus, and then now you can add the NFT space to it. So now it creates this community around a brand. And you can do this with or without NFTs. It's to be able to monetize and create value around something you love to do something you'd be doing for free, and now you can create experiences where people will want to continue to keep coming back again and again.
Mm-hmm.
And an NFT is just basically a ticket that's verifiable into that club, where now you can say, let me go see it on the blockchain that you actually own this collection.
Mm.
So it just a lot easier to verify ownership.
So it's all the time connected to Ethereum, or?
Repeat that again?
Is it all the time connected to Ethereum, or you choose yourself what it's connected to?
I mean, it depends on the blockchain. Like, well, the Nano token, that's on Polygon, right? So that's going to be on the Polygon chain. The Mini Monkey Mafia is on Ethereum's chain. You've got some that are on, VV as a platform that's on Immutable X. That's another layer 2. So it doesn't really have to be on just one specific chain, but one of the most popular ones out there is Ethereum. Most projects are on that one that have a lot of the engagement within the communities.
But what if Ethereum goes down a lot? Then the value of the NFTs will decrease.
Very true, right? In the sense where in a decentralized platform like Ethereum, very hard for that to happen, right? The value of it, maybe the dollar amount value could go down, and that makes where you've got this offset of how much Ethereum you're getting back for your NFTs, and that's just all different math. But you look at in the space where the more people are talking about it and engaging with it, that could raise the value of the floor price and the value of an NFT per se. But again, that's like, for me, the last thing I look at as far as value. I don't care what the floor price is of a project. I want to know, how can I leverage what I own in that project? Like, I own assets of Mini Monkey Mafia that are commercially usable. So now I can do whatever I want with them to make my money back on it. I've spent, 5 figures in value as far as what we're doing with just Mini Monkey Mafia. And so for me to make that money back, I'm not expecting me to sell all these monkeys and then make all the Ethereum back. I will make money doing other things, and I will still hold 100% of my monkeys. And then I'll still get the baby monkeys. And then I'll probably get this other companion collections down the road that we're going to be having with it. So it's for me looking at it like, I just don't care what the value says. If I have commercial usage of it, the value is now on me. Like, I can go create a brand and I own 100% of that brand, and it could have Mini Monkey Mafia's monkeys all over it. But I own the brand because I get commercial usage of it. So I can turn that into a membership. I can turn that into a project. I can go create more derivatives. Like, just do whatever I want to do that ties into what I'm actually good at doing, which I think is a great concept for NFTs. But people just don't understand that, because they look at NFTs as almost like they look at baseball cards, Pokemon cards, things like that. Like, I can't go take Pokemon now and start putting it on t-shirts and selling it and things like that. I mean, I could, but I could get in trouble for it. I don't have the legal right to do that. But with Mini Monkey Mafia, it's whatever character we own, it's ours. It's like our own Pokemon that we can now do whatever we want with it. We can go say, hey, this Pokemon is taking over the world, and we create this whole lore story and start selling these comic books that we can print out of our garage for $10 each. And boom, there we go. We make our money back with enough sales of that. Or we still own the asset, we still own the NFT, and we never have to do anything with it. So that's what a lot of the Bored Apes are doing. They take their Bored Ape and they create value from that exact version of that ape. Like, it has, a zombie face in it. And all of a sudden they're making all this zombie stuff, zombie gear. They're partnering with zombie games, zombie brands. They create a zombie drink. Like, you can do whatever you want with it. That's the best part about this concept. So in this AMA, I wanted you guys to truly understand that that's possible. And whatever ideas are floating around, we'd love to help create those ideas into reality, because we'll promote them on our platform. We'll give you guys the ability to showcase them, and we'll help you in integrating those ideas if you need help with that as well. So I would love to see what you come up with, buddy.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. So any other questions for me?
Well, I'm wondering, do you have a price estimation for what the NFT will be worth?
For which NFT?
I don't know. I joined this 1 week ago.
Okay. So, I mean, the value again is all depending on what you do with it. Like I've had private deals where somebody was selling me NFTs like Mini Monkey Mafias in like a bundle, and I was paying well more than floor price, right? I mean, you decide the value. You can go buy an NFT right now, sell it to somebody privately, completely off OpenSea, and they pay you in whatever they pay you with. It could be your own currency from your country. It could be with services that they're offering you. And those services you wouldn't be able to pay for, but you can trade them an NFT for it, right? So your value is going to completely depend on you, right? I mean, if you're looking at OpenSea's value, OpenSea has a floor price value that just depends on the lowest priced NFT in that collection, right? We have over 1,000 NFTs from the Mini Monkey Mafia collection that are available on OpenSea. That's almost about 20% of the entire collection. Yet there's like 5 to 10 holders that have them listed below what you could have minted them at. That's like a 1% of 1% of 1%, right? So it's very minimal of the kind of looking at OpenSea and saying, okay, this is the value of the project based on a handful of people's opinion on what they decided to price their monkeys at, right? So I look at OpenSea as a great way to get good deals on monkeys because people are going to price them at whatever they decided they needed liquidity for at, or to reduce their profit margins or whatever you, and then scoop them up there, or find them privately with people right on the Discord, and they could transfer them to you for you doing something. You could, trade them Nana for some Mini Monkey Mafia NFTs. It just all depends on what people want to value their projects at, their assets at, and how good you are as a negotiator.
I understand. What is minting? Like making an NFT, or what do you mean with minting?
Minting. So when you launch a project, when you go to launch it and give it out to the world publicly for the first time, that's minting. So it's when you become the first buyer of the project. So on the day that we launched, you could have minted 10 of them, up to 10 at 0.02. But right now I can go buy multiple Mini Monkey Mafia NFTs for less than 0.02 right now. So you could get really good deals, but there were some times where the minimum price was 0.05 to 0.07 to be able to get one. So it's just always going to fluctuate depending on the market. But right now is a really good time if you're looking to stack some monkeys to get them below the cost of mint, which is basically the first price that they were established at.
Okay. I see.
Do you own any other NFTs, or would this be your first one?
I guess I don't have any more questions. I didn't even know that I was going to be here. I just clicked the link.
Oh, totally cool. Hey, well, this is great because it gives us the ability to answer these questions.
I'm a part of Kingdom Warriors, so I got it from there.
Oh, awesome. Well, welcome to the party, my friend. Well, we'll see you soon. Thank you for tuning in today.
Thank you for explaining.
Oh, you're very welcome. That's what it's for. Ask me anything. All right, we'll chat soon, Oscar. Thank you.
Do you still hear me?
Yes, bye-bye. Awesome. So that's pretty cool. In essence, that was a lot of really great questions on, in essence, the basics of NFTs and being able to see, what people are asking, what people want to know, and what is possible with the project. So I hope I was able to give you guys a really good rundown there. I don't want to take it too long, so people that want to watch the replay, they won't get stick shock where they say, oh man, over an hour. So we'll keep it under an hour for this one. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to DM me. We'll see you guys on the next broadcast. I'll probably do this each week as much as I can do consistently, and then start accumulating some questions I can answer for you on these broadcasts. So we'll see you guys later, and you guys have a good one. Stay blessed.